Welcome back to the Hot Wheels room. Today I've got an update for you on what's going on in the Hot Wheels room. I did get the question, I have received it before, do the cases look like they're tilted rather than flat as they were for years and years against the wall? Yes, the Plano cases are tilted. And the reason why I did this was because whenever I play my music upstairs, the vibrations would knock the cars, some of the cars anyways, would vibrate right out of their little space and fall on the floor. In the worst case, I end up breaking the wing on my Winnipeg, wherever that is. It was all the way up here at the top of the 1974 section of vehicles. Well, I cracked the Winnipeg's original orange plastic spoiler after it fell all the way down onto the floor due to it rattling out of its compartment. So as you can understand, that was unacceptable. So I took all of my Plano cases down off the wall, no small feat, I may add, and I'll show you now what I've done to put them on a tilt. It's quite easy. All you need to do is get yourself a couple of small screws. They really can be a number 6, no more than an inch long, and you just kind of start them into the drywall. We'll come around here where you can see. And where you put them is at the bottom of the Plano case. You might be able to see it behind that car, maybe not. You've got the screw at the top, of course, where the Plano cases install. So what I'll do is I'll just demonstrate by removing this case here that I've already got on the wall. And you will see. Well, I've got it in pretty tight, so I have to kind of pull that out. And there you go. You should be able to see now that there are 2 screws at the top to support the Plano case through the factory holes that are drilled into each case. And then at the bottom, basically in line with the top screws, I've just put in 2 number 6 1-inch screws in about 1/4 of the way, and that's all you need to kind of push the case out. Another option to avoid even using those screws, if you don't want to make any more holes in your wall, is to actually just rest the case onto the other case. So you'd have to mount these screws a little lower. But basically when you're doing that, start your first case, rest it on it where it just wants to sit like that, and drill your screws in. And the case is basically supported just like that. Now the cases will be tilted a little bit more, and actually that's how all of the cases on the rest of the Hot Wheels room are mounted. But I wanted to get these cases to line up in the corner, and that was the reason why I used screws, because if I'd had these cases tilting out a little farther, they would have actually obstructed the view of the first line of cars in the corner on the main already existing wall of Plano cases. Perhaps I should have began the video with describing what is a Plano case, as I still do get that question quite often. I know many of my viewers already know what these are and are using them currently, but this is a Plano case. I buy mine at Walmart. I go to the hardware section of the store where they sell garbage cans and recycling bins and other storage devices. There's the barcode in case you need to give them an exact barcode. But I was able to order an entire pallet of these things, about 300 cases at a time, just giving them the model number 5324. It's called a Plano STOW & Go 24 compartment storage case. And they do come with a lid and this sticker on them. They're a quite resilient, very transparent, clear plastic case. They have 24 compartments, almost equally sized, except for, of course, these 4 here are slightly larger for bigger vehicles, and then 2 smaller ones here to accommodate the handle. But you just have to kind of plan out your cars as to how you want to put them in so that you can utilize all those spaces well. The sticker comes off quite easily, as does the lid, which I will demonstrate next. First, you're going to need a flathead screwdriver. This next step is best accomplished on a carpet. Open the lid, flip the container, and you'll notice there's a hinge on each side with 2 tabs. What you're going to do is use the flathead screwdriver to push on the tab down into the carpet to basically until it clicks. And what this is doing is releasing the container from the lid. It's that simple, really. For this next step, all you're going to need is your Plano case, which you've removed the lid from. a screwdriver matching the screws that you're going to use to mount it on the wall, and a pencil to mark your holes just to make it a little easier. So, Plano case goes up where you want it. You may use a level for the first one, but in this case, once you've got started, you can just align them squarely with the cases below or beside them. I've marked my 2 pencil marks through the tiny little holes here, the little mounting holes at the top of the Plano case. I'm not sure if you can see that. You probably can now. Next, because I have a drill, but a screwdriver will work fine, just get the screws started, but not all the way into the drywall, because you're going to want to be able to mount the case on it and tighten it. The next step for me, since I'm not using the method of actually just leaning on the case below, which would have been fine, is to mark a spot kind of just behind where this case can rest on it, giving it a bit of a tilt angle. For this scenario, I've got a case right beside it that I can use as a reference. I've lost one of my screws, but that's okay. I'll get that one later. And now you can see the case is nicely tilted against the wall. I just used the hand screwdriver to finalize tightening the top mounting holes, and that case isn't going anywhere. It's nice and secure. You can put a car in there. It doesn't matter how much bass music you got going on upstairs, that car's not coming out. Now, as for the update, the cars I've put into these cases, which initially stopped right at this corner, so all these cases from here on over are new, and they will continue all the way to the door frame, for a total of, I think it was 60 cases going on the wall there, thereabouts, and that will accommodate 6 times 24, quite a few cars, about 1,400 new Hot Wheels. And what I've elected to put up here for now anyways is the series cards. So the cards immediately following the end of the blue card series of cars in 1995. These cars started in 1996. They had a blue and white card. They're quite easy to find for cheap to this day at flea markets and just about anywhere for really not much more than $1 mint in the package. Of course, there are a ton of variations and hard to find castings that will be a lot more expensive than that if you choose to get those. I do have a few of those cars in this collection, but most of these cars really were $1 cars when I bought them. I've opened up basically all of them. Pretty much every car you see is mint condition out of the package. I open them, which is how I like my collections to be, especially when they're affordable, such as the series cards are. The series cards ran from 275, that was the collector number, all the way to 1,000 and, I believe it says right there, 1,121. That ran from 1995 to 1999, and that brings me all the way over to the year 2000. So a total of about 25 cases of Hot Wheels, Plano cases. And then in the year 2000, the collector series changed. The artwork changed on the cards. After a long run, they turned into the collector numbers that we are familiar with to this day. So 1 to 284, and then again in 2001, the next year it was 1 to 240, and in the year 2002, also 1 to 240. So much easier to keep track of the collection. A lot fewer variations too after the initial series cards came to an end in 1999, which makes collecting them a little more fun for me, I find, because I don't like having all these empty spots in my Plano cases to fill. It just reminds me of how many dollars that would take and how much time. I'm probably not going to actively do that for this collection, and really this is just a way for me to sort it, enjoy it for once, because it's been packaged away for so long. And I am going to do a thorough review on this entire series, starting with the series cards, so 95 through 99, following with each 2000, 2001, 2002, probably all as separate videos. There'll be short videos as I get into the 2000s, and this should be complete by the end of the night. I'm going to have all the cases right up to the end of the wall. I'll probably get right to 2004 or 2005 installed on the wall. That's what I have left in the Plano storage containment closet. And the 2006 through 2010 that I have in there, well, they're going to have to go into the Hot Wheels Museum. let's take a little stroll over to the Hot Wheels Museum. See what kind of real estate we have for that. Currently, I've got some old Lesney cars on the wall. That's not occupying much when you look at how many Plano cases there are in this room. I mean, this whole entire room, which is 32 feet long by 12 or 13 feet wide, is covered in Plano cases, most of which at this point are still empty, which is fun because that means lots of different opportunities to put different things in them. I've still got my allotment for what I do want to stay on the walls here. That's the Johnny Lightning Auto World Greenlight M2 and some premium Hot Wheels, which may end up moving to the actual Hot Wheels room. I may end up moving all the series cards and all the years to follow into this room. I'm not quite sure yet. That would be quite an undertaking. I've already got a lot of Greenlight and M2 on the walls here, as you can see. That is a lot of Greenlight and M2. And then, of course, this is the entire Johnny Lightning wall here. These will all have separate videos to come in the future. I know I've been saying that for a couple different update videos, but it just takes time and I want to do it properly. So, in the meantime, these are just kind of teaser videos, I guess, or update videos, more likely. That's the way I like to call them. Not meant to be a teaser, just takes time to do all this stuff. Got a full-time job as it is, so coming down here is kind of like the dessert of the day. Come down to my little slice of heaven here in the Hot Wheel room. And when I'm not putting up cases and sorting cars, try to get a seat in the throne. But as you can see, it is currently occupied. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting.